Boo. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to. It was supposed to be a joke because I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't hurt yourself too badly falling over like that. I'd help you except that you see, I'm a ghost, yes. Right, you know that. People can't really glide out of the ground when they're alive. Unless they've got superpowers, I guess. Look at this. You can really see me and hear me too. After searching for so long, I almost started to feel like I'd never find somebody like you. This is... Oh no, I'm sorry, don't go. It's okay. I can't hurt you. Not that I would anyway. I bet I must look a bit creepy. All my wounds on display. It's not a pretty sight. Again, I'm sorry. I was trying to break the ice, but I guess a hello would have worked. Knew it right as soon as I was doing it. Hi. You can call me Seline. I'm... No, not that I mean, I am a ghost, but I was going to say I'm a former sales associate. I've been dead for about 3 weeks now. Yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to it. Being dead is really annoying and uncomfortable so far. There's reapers who keep getting on your case to move on and to go to the afterlife before you're ready. You can't sleep or eat or take baths. And gravity doesn't affect you, so you have to pay attention all the time or you'll go flying off the face of the earth. Spent the whole first week just trying to get used to that. You also don't get to change your clothes, which is bad when you bled a lot on the clothes you were wearing when you died. Absolutely the worst part is that you can't interact with any living people anymore. You can't leave spooky messages or talk to them or make hand signals, nothing. Unless someone is a ghost seer, they won't have a clue you're even there. And ghost seeing is really rare, apparently. There's some conditions that have to be met, they say. You're the first I've met so far. That's why I got so excited. I noticed you looked right at me when I was moving through the park the other day. And then the way you tried to wave at me before walking home, I realized that from the distance you must not have realized I was actually a spirit. You saw me, and pretty clearly too. I was so shocked. Too shocked to try and get your attention, in fact, so I ended up losing you. I didn't know where you lived, so all I could do was wait by the park and hope you'd show up again, and you did. I was nervous, so I didn't approach you until just now. I'm sorry again. So my name is Seline. You're a ghost seer, and what's your name? Great. It's nice to meet you. Now, I know I'm a stranger to you, but I have a favor to ask. And I wouldn't ask this of you, and especially not within minutes of first talking to you, except that you're my only hope at this point. You don't have somewhere to be, do you? I'm not keeping you from anything? Okay, so here's the thing. I need help with solving a murder. What? No, not mine. Sorry. I can see how you might get that idea just from looking at me. No, I know how I died. It was an accident, so not much you can do about that, unfortunately. There's this girl, maybe around my age actually, that I'm more worried about. You see, I was walking downtown after a late night at work one day, and I passed by a department store window. I heard a bang and I looked inside and I saw these two people getting into a scuffle. One of them had a mask on their face. I thought it might have been a robbery, though Later, I found out he didn't end up taking anything. But the long and short of it is that the girl trying to fend off that guy all by herself didn't last very long. Oh, well, I was about to call the police, of course. The trouble is, as I was getting ready to dial, the guy who did it looked through the glass right at me and I panicked. I was sure I was going to be next, so I ran. Stupid thing to do. I made it a little ways before passing through a construction site. I was trying to lose the guy, but I stumbled and tripped on something, and then the next thing I knew, I was in a lot of pain. I started getting weaker, and I died. The last thing I remember is that smug son of a bitch laughing over me about how I did his job for him. Then I woke up, like this, dead as a hatchet. See, my death was an accident. Hell, I always figured it was bound to happen like that one day. But that girl, he totally murdered her. And over the next couple days, I found out that he completely got away with it. They have no suspects, so How? Huh? Yeah, you'd think she would want to solve her own murder too, but I never saw her floating around. I don't suppose you've seen her ghost either, huh? Be about medium height, black hair, with a really big bump on her head? Nah, I didn't think so. I don't really know why. Honestly, the other dead people I've met since dying are the Reapers. I don't really know why. Honestly, the only other dead people I've met since dying are the Reapers. They told me that most people go straight to the afterlife and don't stick around, especially if their life ended badly and they don't want to dwell on it. So, probably, the girl I saw killed was already moved on by now. So, probably, the girl I saw killed has already moved on by now. I don't really understand that, since I would think that she'd want to do something to get justice for her family's sake. But who am I to judge how someone acts when they die? The Reapers tell me that I'm a weird one. And now I just feel like I was the only witness to what happened. If not me, no one is going to do anything about this. So I have a responsibility to act. And who knows? Her killer might hurt someone else one day. So if I moved on and that happened, it would be on my head. Oh, that's a good question. What would you be able to do? You could maybe call in a tip to the police? Say you saw the guy who did it and... No, wait, I don't even know who it is who did it. But I do have details. I remember about how it happened. And I did see some things about him. Like his shoes. I know what kind of shoes he wears. If I could just hear his voice again, I'd definitely recognize him. Once you find him, all you'll need to do is call the cops and that'd be it, I think. No need to talk to him directly if you're scared. So what do you say? Will you help me? Reward? Gee, I didn't think you'd ask for a reward. I'm dead, so I don't really have any possessions. Can't do much except fly around and talk to you. If there's something you want from me that involves that, I could... Oh. If it's a friend you want, I can try my best, but I'm not very... I've never really had friends before this, actually, so... I don't think I wouldn't know what to... Not that I'm not flattered that you aren't bothered by my appearance, but but I'm not. No, 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 no. I. No, no. I'm looking at this all wrong. I'll gladly accept your terms, Ghostseer. Consider me your newest friend, and hey, guess that means you'll be my first. I'll do my best. So, what do you want to do now? Check out the crime scene or go to bed? Oh no, I don't mind which. It'll still be there in the morning, and you look really tired. I might as well find out where you live, too. If you're okay with that, I mean. I won't haunt you or anything, I just figured if I need to contact you again, that would be the easiest. Okay, lead the way. What did you say your name was again? Right. And thank you so much for hearing me out and offering to help me with this. You're a lifesaver. Kind of. How's it going? I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to startle you that time. I'm sorry, very sorry. You were just, I forgot how silent ghosts can be, sorry. You were just being really quiet, so I didn't know if you thought of something or, I'm so sorry, I've gotta stop doing this. At least I haven't knocked you over again. But, anyway, I'm still curious. You've been looking into this for a couple days now. I think you must have combed over every inch of that crime scene. It's lucky that they kept the place closed up that long. I guess it was already on its last legs as far as places of businesses go, but... Anyway, I was just wondering if you were thinking about any leads you might have. Well, cheer up. It's not your fault there aren't traces of the guy actually on the premises. Even the detectives missed that. He cleaned up too well. I thought it was pretty impressive how you figured out that the guy wasn't someone she knew well by the way the struggle went down. Granted, that sort of widens out the suspect list, but we can probably mark off her loved ones from that, right? Yeah, and the fact that nothing was taken. I can't imagine why someone would break into a store after hours just to kill some random closing clerk. We're looking for a real piece of work here. Not that you should be worried about that or anything. You'll be fine. Probably. Oh, I would if I could, but as it is, I couldn't even run for help if you needed it. Maybe just in case you should make sure someone knows where you are and when you'll be home in case something bad happens, okay? Hey, there has to be someone you talk to. A neighbor, maybe? A relative? Do you call your parents often? Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just worried. I shouldn't have brought it up. Ignore me. I don't know anything. No, I don't think that at all. I understand. I was the same as you, remember? I never had a friend before this. Maybe it wasn't for the exact same reasons, but I know how it felt. I know how hard it is to reach out. You don't have any connections, so it feels like there's nobody around who needs you or would want you there. It was really painful. And it's not your fault. It's just that the longer it goes on, the harder it gets to be around people even. So you just always feel trapped. I know how it felt. I don't know what the answer is exactly, but I know as tough as it may be, the only thing for it is to break the cycle. I didn't ever get around to it, but it's not too late for you to make a friend, you know. A friend other than me, I mean. You just have to find something to talk about with someone else and see what happens. I think maybe. Obviously, I'm not the best expert. And not to make this too important of a point, but, maybe you should start by getting familiar with your closest neighbor, if you feel up to it, so that if anything happens, even unrelated to this, you have someone who can call emergency services for you. Because I can't. Well, that isn't strictly true, actually. Yeah, well, at the time when I met you, I really thought there was nothing I could do to touch or change anything in the living world. But as far as being able to talk to people, yes, I still definitely can't do that unless they're a ghost seer like you. But I did find out the other day that I can affect television sets. As in, I can turn them on and off. If you want, I've been experimenting with other stuff like flashlights, but so far it's just been TVs. Like, look, watch. Those department store TVs coming up. Watch them. Ready? Whoosh. Isn't that cool? Isn't it? It's... Sorry, actually that isn't very helpful, is it? It would still be better if I could talk to more people. It's flattering that you assume I'm smart enough to know Morse code, but, I don't. Maybe I could learn, but I would need someone to hold the book open for me and turn the pages, or to open up the web page for me, or, it'd be really inconvenient. Really? That's a very kind offer. You're so nice. I'll keep that in mind. Hey, while I'm thinking about it, where are we heading anyway? I noticed that you just walked right past the store that the crime took place in. I thought we were going to be investigating today, or you said something to that effect, so if we're not checking out the crime scene, then where are we investigating? What? The construction site? Why? I already told you my death was an accident. My own fault. There's nothing you need to investigate there. But besides, they hauled my body away a long time ago. There wouldn't be anything for you to look for anyway. But he was only there incidentally. I don't think even his footprints would still be around in the dirt after that long. I'm not nervous, or maybe I am a little nervous because, yes, that's it. It would make me very uncomfortable to see the place where I died. You don't know what it's like being dead and seeing where you... It wasn't exactly a very nice death either, so... I think the only thing that would be worse is having to see my own body. I'm sorry, I just don't want to go there if I don't have to. Well, no, I guess that doesn't mean you can't go have a look, but, see, what if you get hurt while you're looking around? You could trip and get shish kebabbed like I was, and I wouldn't be able to do anything to help you. That would be on my head, too. Oh God, there it is. I don't really think you should do this. Okay. You can have a quick look. Alright, just hurry back. It feels bad. Don't overthink this. It's gonna be fine. It's not gonna go wrong. Maybe poking around in that spot will give them some kind of clue. You don't know. There sure ain't any others back where she was killed. That... They're sure taking a while. Why are they taking so long? What did they find? Should I go after them, or would that be... Ah! There you are. You were gone for a long time. Well, it felt like a long time. Did you find anything important? Really? What are they? A pin? That's actually mine. That's my pin you got there. Yeah, see the initials? CW. Seline Whitetail. That's my full name. Well, there's a C in the middle, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just this dumb middle name. Yes, my pin. I guess they missed that. Huh? What else did you get? Is that a piece of trash? Why did you think that? Oh, the trash has some writing on it. If you found it so close to my pin, then do you think it's something they left behind? Hold it up for me, okay? It's written a bit sloppily, but it looks like Taser Town 326 Macra Street, October 20th, 8. Bring chips, costume contest begins at 9. Is this for a Halloween party? That can't be right. Why would he have something like this? Would he really go to a Halloween party after killing someone? So, what are you gonna do now? Get a smoothie? I meant the... Oh, I see. You mean just for right now. I guess a smoothie would hit the spot. It's too bad all I can do is watch you drink it. What about after that? Going costume shopping? I see. Whoa. Look at all these costumes. They're so obviously bought. Well, I know you bought your costume too, but you're not here for the same reason that everyone else is. They're supposed to be winning a costume contest, apparently. You shouldn't be able to win if you didn't make the costume yourself. That's how I feel about it anyway. Oh, you really think so? Even though I don't look all that different from a normal human besides all the blood stains. Just a little bit floaty and see-through. I guess, it would be hard for people to do that and not be a ghost. Hey, you doing alright, by the way? I've been seeming nervous about this all week. This isn't too many people for you, is it? Well, if you ever feel too uncomfortable, let me know. We can go chill out somewhere. But, there's nothing to be nervous of. Most of these people seem... There he is. I see him. It's the killer. No, don't look. Don't look, just turn around very casually, okay? Like you're just, milling around. Act natural. I don't want him to see you. Acting natural just means, well, just pretend that everything's fine. Pretend you aren't at a party with a cold-blooded murderer. He's the one in the scarecrow costume. Uh-huh, I'm sure. Listen, here's the plan. You're gonna go and discreetly find the host and... Wait, what are you doing? No, come back. Like, I definitely didn't expect to be hearing from them so soon, but it, sounds like a good opportunity to me. I think I might take it. I know, it's far, like, it's all the way out of state, but, can I help you with something? Thanks. I like your costume too. Did you make it yourself? Well, yeah, you can still qualify for the contest even if you didn't make it. I don't think they changed the rules from the last time I checked. It's not like you're winning money or anything. Anyway, happy Halloween. So I was Huh? Oh. Closest bathroom's down the hall. That way. Take a right. It's the first door. I was thinking that if I pack over the weekend, I could make the drive. Well, you look like you're... Oh my God. I was really trying not to startle you that time. I'm sorry. Sorry. How did you forget I was here? I was right next to you the whole time. Sorry. I was just gonna say that you look like you've seen a ghost. Why are you staring at me like that? Did I do something wrong? Huh? I didn't lie. When did I lie to you? I admit maybe I'm a bit fuzzy on some details, but... So if there's anything that I got wrong... Hold on, hold the phone. You searched my name? Why? What? Did you think I was suspicious? I know I'm a ghost, so maybe you didn't feel comfortable trusting me, but you could have asked me about myself too, you know. Actually, you did ask me a lot of things at the start. I was happy to answer your questions then, remember? So what? What are you talking about? Of course I didn't know the guy before I died. He's a killer. I never met him before in my life, literally. What pictures? Oh my God. Okay, let me stop you right there. Whoever's profile you were on must not have been mine, okay? Those pictures of me and that killer out there, they must be someone else. I'm sure it was just someone who shared my name and who looks like me. In fact, I don't even go on social media anyway, or I didn't when I was alive, and I mean, I can't now that I'm dead, so there's these pictures. No, I'm not... You weren't supposed to Google me, of all things. I should have just used a fake name. Okay, I admit it. That profile you found was probably mine. Those pictures you saw with me and with the man currently scarecrowing around outside, those pictures are real. I knew him. At least, I did a long time ago. We were friends. Because I wanted you to trust me. I wanted you to take me at my word. I didn't think you would if I told you the whole story. So I made myself seem a bit more trustworthy. Why? Because there's no such thing as choosing to wait before you move on to the afterlife? The only people who don't move on are the ones who are barred from moving on. People like me, who majorly screwed up before they died. and have the death of some stupid, annoying department store clerk on their head. So now they get to spend however long floating around, alone and useless, as their own planet tries to leave them behind on a regular basis. So like hell was I going to let the first ghost seer I came across get suspicious and leave me to sort that out on my own. You didn't need to know the truth anyway. Yes, we were friends. But I didn't even know his name or address. That makes me sound pathetic. Listen, we were both in a lot of legal trouble a few years ago. The truth is, I'm not a sales associate. Instead of selling things to people, I made a living taking things from people. Sort of a professional thief, you might say. And I was pretty good at never getting caught. Except for the one time with him along. After everything blew over, he changed his name, moved, and left it all behind him. I wanted to respect that, so I left him alone. I would have even taken those pictures on my profile down if I'd remembered. Stupid Seline. Then one day he contacted me. Said that he needed to do a job with me for old time's sake. Said he didn't want me to look him up, so he didn't tell me anything about how his life was turning out now. I didn't ask. I just went along with him into that store that night. Did I help him kill that girl? What do you think? Doesn't matter now anyway. I'm dead, and so is she. But he's not. And now the only way I can move on is to fix that. With you. So are you satisfied? You know my dirty little secrets. Now you can be happy knowing that you're so much better than a lowly criminal like me who got herself killed because I was being too clumsy. Congratulations. What do you mean what happens now? You tracked the guy down just like I wanted. You can just ask the host who he is and call in a tip to the authorities. Let them do the rest of the work. Oh? What happens with you and me? Well, I don't see why I should spend another minute with you. I did what I was supposed to so I can be alone. My conscience will be clear. Once he's arrested and found guilty for her murder, my spirit can move on, and you can go back to living your miserable, lonely life. That's all I needed you for. Well, now that we're on the same page, see you never, Ghost Seer. Enjoy the party. Trick or treat! I don't think anyone is home. Oh well. Ugh, this house never hands out any candy. Boo. No better time for a home invasion than Halloween, right? You'd think you would have been a little bit more on guard, considering the kind of stuff you were just watching. Have a couple friends over, or at least keep your lights on. I guess it all works out for me, though. Hey, wake up. There we go. I didn't think you were the type to play dead. Yeah? You remember me? I think we met at a party a little bit ago. You had some store-bought costume. I was a scarecrow, I'm pretty sure. After we met, you talked to the host about me. At length, as I understand. You made me pretty nervous. I don't know who the hell you are or how you got onto the trail to me, but you really messed things up. You're the one who called in that tip, aren't you? Thanks to you, I've been spending the last few days just running around trying to keep away from the cops. Jesus, didn't anyone tell you to mind your own business? That's a rhetorical question. Shut up. Don't say a word. In fact, I don't think anyone is going to take a bit of screaming seriously on a Halloween night. But if you start, you're going to find the business end of this blade in your throat. Capiche? I've been thinking over exactly how I want to do this. Getting revenge, I mean. Nobody crosses me and gets away with it. I mean, you should have known that already. You were investigating Ellie's death, after all. What do you mean, who's Ellie? Didn't you rat me out to get revenge for her death or something like that? She was my girlfriend, or ex, I guess. Ellie, who decided she didn't want anything to do with me anymore. I killed her at closing time in a department store. Is this really not ringing a bell with you at all? Well, maybe I hit you too hard after all. What? Seline? You're one of Seline's friends? Are you serious? Hot damn. I didn't know the poor kid had any friends. I thought it was just me. Damn, how'd you even know about them? As far as I know, they never grasped how to socialize with other people. When you're a professional thief, you don't make a lot of real friends. When you're a professional thief, you don't make a lot of real friends. That's what they told me. That's what made it so easy to keep them around. Oh. Maybe you didn't know that they were a professional thief, huh? Guess they lied about that to you. They did tend to do that too. Well, let me say, if that's what you've been thinking this whole time. No, really, I didn't. Okay, I was going to, don't get me wrong. I mean, what else could I do, you know? They started getting all noble on me and acting all squirrely. I knew I couldn't trust them not to turn me in. If you were in my shoes, you would have needed to shut them up too. So I'll cop to that. I did give it a good try, but they sort of got themselves lacerated, didn't they? I didn't even have to lay a finger on them. Hell of a way to go. But you're not even gonna get off as easy as them. By putting the spotlight on me, you just about ruined everything. My job prospects, my new life in a new state, everything. Do you know what that means? Up, don't be still. Are you getting dizzy? It's probably the head wound. Why don't you just sit back before you get yourself hurt too soon? It's pointless to do anything else. I'm way too strong for you, especially when you're like this. The last person who tried to best me in a physical fight, well, you know what happened to her. If I had to hold you down, I can do that. If I have to keep your mouth shut, I can do that. How do I want to do this now? Much as I want to, I probably shouldn't kill you too slowly or you might get someone's attention eventually. But I don't want to make it quick like I did for her. It's just thinking about where to start. I have a lot of options. You're not a bad-looking kid, come to think of it. I must feel a little bad about this. Almost. But I like the idea of starting from your face. Then we can keep going from there. From your expression, I'm guessing you love this idea just as much as I do, huh? Oh, no? Well, in that case, even if you apologize, maybe if you beg me to spare you, just maybe I'll change my mind, It's worth a shot, isn't it? Hey, Come on, what are you staring at? What the hell? What the goddamn hell? How did this thing turn on? Can you run? How do you turn this goddamn thing off? Screw it. You need to run now. Hey, get back here, you little rat. Hurry. No, not the front way. He locked it while you were knocked out. Try the kitchen door. Steady. Get out of the house. For the love of God. How's your head? You're either still a bit out of it or have at last mastered how to approach people since you didn't jump when I spoke. Yes, I came back. Actually, that isn't true. I never really left. That is to say, the entire time I was still nearby, I just hid in the floor so you wouldn't see me. And when he showed up, I realized that I needed to do something. Yes, I'm glad that you're okay. I'm sorry I lied. It was really stupid and I shouldn't have, or at least I should have told you the truth a long time ago. Stupid Seline, I guess. And I'm sorry about what I said when we last talked. I didn't really mean it. I was just scared to see that you found out the truth about me. About what kind of person I was. And I knew it meant that you wouldn't want to help me anymore. Or be friends with me anymore. I wouldn't want to be friends with me either. And I'm so sorry you got hurt because of that. If I hadn't led you right to him, maybe. If there's anything I can do to make this up to you, please say the word. Oh, the truth? You want to hear the truth? Right. There's not much you don't already know. It was just supposed to be a simple job with an old friend. He said he had something important he had to take from someone. So I went along and helped him, but he wasn't after money or jewels. When I realized what he was trying to do to that poor girl, I tried to stop him, but I wasn't any help, so I ran away and, well, died, of course. Ran away like a coward, died like a coward. That's all. I used to take things from people for a living, but I never would want anyone to get hurt or killed. Never. I hope you can believe that. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, you're right. I'm still here. Well, at the start of all this, the Reapers told me I'd only be able to move on once my conscience was cleared and I had no more regrets. That's why I figured taking care of my old friend would do that for me. But it turns out I still have a lot of things I regret. So, I don't know. Guess I'll just hang out around the earth for a while. I have no idea where to even begin to fix this. You will? Even though I lied? Even though I got you dragged into a murder plot and almost got you killed? I don't even know what to say. Well, obviously the answer is yes. Yes, if you really still want me as a friend, I'll gladly be your friend. Maybe I can finally learn to be a decent one. Thank you. Sounds like the doctor is gonna be coming in. I'll let you rest. I'll see you later, my friend. And, happy Halloween.